Okay, how's everybody doing tonight? Having a good night, we hope. We're just doing one thing tonight, so it's not going to take us long at all with just the one break. But as we normally like to do, I'm going to go over a tad bit of information here before we actually get started ripping, just to make sure everybody's on the same page. So feedback, a note about that because I just simply get asked about it a lot. It works like this. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return. And yeah, that's just thanks to the wonders of automation. It's a win-win, right? And no waiting, you can't get too much better than that. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you. I do always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. Next up is a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, we're going to break a half case of Gypsy Queen baseball, and that will be the start of a brand new case. On Friday night, we do have a new release, and that's Chronicles Football, and we're going to be breaking that by the full case. On Saturday and Sunday, those will both be off nights. We've been doing that for a little while now since we've had limited new release product coming out. It's slowly going to start trickling back in, but I think it's going to take us a little while. Then on Monday night, we're looking at 3 TriStar Autograph Multisport jerseys. Spots are sold by the first letter of the name on the jersey, which is typically a last name, but occasionally, in the case of like Ichiro, it might be a first name, but it's whatever name that's on the jersey, first letter of that name. And all those spots are listed in the football category. And we will also open a 2020 Gold Rush Autograph full-size football helmet. That's all on Monday night. Here's what you need to know about tonight. Well, look at that. I left a big blank part, didn't I? Why did I do that? I don't know. Let's fix it real quick. You want to? Yeah, we're going to come back to this page in a second. But I seem to have somehow just left it out right there. Let's try that. No, I got something else. Something totally different. What is that? We don't want that. Now I'm having all kinds of problems. Oh, boy. All right, let's try this one more time. One more time. Maybe I can get it right now. What do you think? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Only took me 18 tries. Aren't you impressed? So, what we are opening tonight is a free shipping break. Here's what that means to you. It means if you are lucky enough to hit one of these jerseys tonight, it's going to be out the door and on the way to you no later than 1 week from today, which is the 20th of May. It's most likely going to go sooner. It's most likely going to go a lot sooner, but it should not go any later than that. If you happen to get skunked in tonight's break, meaning your team is not one of the jerseys pulled, or your team isn't on one of the jerseys pulled, then you are still entitled to a consolation trading card. It's just a single loose random trading card for your team. It can be from any year, any series. I keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. Typically on a free shipping break like tonight's, I would simply hang on to that consolation card and send it out with your next package. But if you want it sent sooner and you don't want to wait, you just need to send me a message on eBay and let me know, and we will get you squared away. Now, down to business. A 5-box case of 2020 TriStar Autograph football jerseys. This is a full case break. It is break number 6. Everything that we are opening tonight, which in this case is just this, ended tonight on eBay, which is Wednesday night. I started to say Friday night. We wish, right? No, Wednesday night, the 13th of May. Team names are there on the left-hand side. Winning bidders are across from each team, or rather the eBay user ID is across from each team on the opposite side. Everybody's all paid up tonight. Thank you guys for that. I much appreciate not having to track anybody down and go through all that. So thank you, thank you. We are next going to change up the focus a little bit here. And that is making your background go a little blurry, but that's on purpose. I don't want you to worry about that. We are going to be able to see what we need to see. Now, I gotta find my knife. And we are getting 5 jerseys out of here, of course. And I'll set them all 5 out just at the start, but then I'll move some of them off to the side so we have some room to work. How did I still not hit the seam on that? Good grief. There we go. Oi! We're getting there. We're getting there. 2 of them, the 4th one, and the 5th one. Okay, and we're going to move these others out of the way so that we just have one in front of us at a time, because I think that's easier. Jonathan is here. Ryan's here looking for some Bengals. Looking for Cincinnati for Ryan. Well, let's see what we've got. The first one, oh, that's a nice one. The first one out is Frank Gore. And here is your signature. Looks nice, too. Some of these guys, you can't hardly read what they write, but that looks very nice for Frank Gore. And it is TriStar authenticated. There's your hologram sticker. And here is your TriStar generic paper COA. And so the first one out is a Frank Gore for the 49ers. So let me get the little card safely tucked away in there. And off he goes. I should say that if we pull anyone tonight that goes, who has who has signed on a collegiate jersey, that of course was not. That was on a 49ers replica jersey. But if we find somebody who is on, or at least the colors of the 49ers, and it was obvious it was the 49ers. But if someone has signed on a collegiate jersey, it's going to go to the current team for active players. It would go to the team they played for the longest if it happened to be a retired player. Most of the time, though, they're not going to be collegiate, but occasionally they are. So here we have Marcus Mariota. Of course, Marcus has recently been traded, but for the purposes of this is a Tennessee Titans jersey, and this is going to go to the Tennessee Titans. There is your Marcus Mariota signature. Looks like we've got a team hologram authentication and a TriStar hologram authentication, and your generic TriStar paper COA. So those, of course, are not tied to any specific item. The sticker on the item is the important part of that, but TriStar puts those little generic ones in there anyway. So right now we're Titans and 49ers with a couple of nice ones that have come out. And let's see who's behind door number 3. This is a guy you don't see too often. This is Vinny Testaverde. And he is on, well, there's his signature, and he is on a JSA authenticated jersey here. And there is our JSA authenticated COA back there on the back for Vinny Testaverde. And I'm just going to make sure on this one that I'm going to be giving it to the right team. So hang tight here for one hot second while I check it out. Okay, hang tight for just a second. Don't go too far. Well, maybe you're not going to go anywhere, but since, I'm just saying, just going to take me a second. And I can't see chat right now either while I'm doing this, so if you are writing something in chat, I'll see it again in a moment. And Testaverde is 7 years for the Jets. He was 6 years, it looks like, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3 for the Browns, 2 for the Ravens, 1 Panther, 1 Cowboy, and then 1 for the Patriots. So it is, in fact, the Jets that he played for the longest. But is this a Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey? Did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have that color? Because that's the question. Where did he play college ball? We're going to set this one aside. I'm going to have to come back to that. I think, because if it's in the colors of a team and the number he wore for a team, then it's going to go there. And that is the number 14, and I believe the color of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I want to make sure it's not a collegiate jersey, so we will go back to that one in a minute and make sure, okay, that is if that's a collegiate jersey or not. So you guys are telling me you think it is a collegiate jersey. That was my first instinct when I saw it, and then I thought, man, what did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ever have that color scheme or not? But you guys are all saying it is the Miami Hurricanes. Okay, so it is collegiate, which is what we thought originally. But we'll go back and talk about it again in a minute. Earl Campbell is next out. Earl Campbell here is a Houston Texan, or Houston Oiler. Houston Oiler. And it is TriStar authenticated, TriStar generic COA. And here's the thing about the Oilers. They did not become the Texans. The Houston Oilers became ultimately the Tennessee Titans. So the Earl Campbell jersey as such goes to the Titans. The Houston Texans is a completely different franchise that was never associated with the Houston Oilers. But the Oilers moved to Tennessee. They were Tennessee Oilers first and then became the Titans. So right now we've got a pair for the Titans, one for the 49ers. The Vinny Testaverde that I believe we have confirmed is on his collegiate Miami Hurricanes jersey, in which case we're going to revert back to team he played for the longest, but we'll circle back around to that for a minute. And the last one out, a little Jim McMahon. Oh, how about that? Chicago Bears have one with a nice little Jim McMahon autograph there. And there is a TriStar hologram authentication, your TriStar generic COA, and then, of course, these little informational cards, which are just that. Just little informational cards. All right, so we're going to bring the Testaverde back up here. And, yeah, so he played collegiate at the University of Miami, so that is definitely a University of Miami colors right there for sure. The green trim and the orange. So we already looked up that Vinny Testaverde played the longest for the Jets. So given that this is on a collegiate jersey, that goes to the Jets. Authenticated there. And Jets get that one. The Jim McMahon out for the Bears. All these papers are wanting to fall down over your autograph. So there's your Jim McMahon headed to the Chicago Bears. Here comes Mr. Earl Campbell, who again, Houston Oilers of the past, are the franchise is today known as the Tennessee Titans. So the Earl Campbell headed to the Titans. And then the Earl Campbell did really well tonight because they also, or rather, did I say that Earl Campbell did really well? The Titans did really well because in addition to the Earl Campbell, they have the Marcus Mariota. So a pair for the Titans. And then this sweet looking little friend right here, I like that Frank Gore autograph. And that is headed to the 49ers in your TriStar hologram authentication. Okay, so that is the jersey break and the recap. That is our only break for tonight. But what I'm going to do is put up our spreadsheet information here again real quickly. And then I'll double back to chat and see if I missed anything there. So once again, if you hit one of these 5 jerseys tonight, you can expect it to ship out to you no later than 1 week from today. It will probably go sooner, but it would not go any later than that. And of course, if you didn't hit tonight, your consolation card or cards typically would be sent with your next package just because this is a free shipping break. But if you would like it to be sent sooner, you only need to send me a message on eBay and let me know. I'll take care of it for you. Tomorrow night, we're looking at a half case of Gypsy Queen Baseball. That will be the start of a brand new case. On Friday night, we have a new release product. First one in a while, other than a few random Leaf products. So we're going to be opening 2019 Chronicles Football by the full case. Saturday and Sunday are both off nights. On Monday night, we're looking at 3 TriStar autograph multi-sport jerseys. Spots are sold by the first letter of the name on the jersey. They are all listed in the football category. And then we're going to open a Gold Rush autograph full-size football helmet. That is what we're looking at for Monday night. And let me come back around here to chat and see what, if anything, I missed in there. So, Peter, you sent me back an email. Awesome. Okay, I'll go look for that. They've been bouncing into my spam folder, and I forget to look there sometimes, which is terrible but I do. I forget to do it, and I only look every couple of days, and then there's like 8 million of them in there. So yes, I will go fish that out of there when we get off of the break here so that I don't overlook doing it. And James and Jay Allen both helping me out there on the fact that that was, in fact, the collegiate jersey for Testaverde, which was my original thought, but then you kind of go, wait a minute, let me double check. So, so yeah, thank you guys for that. And Jay Allen says he should have followed his feeling for the Titans, and Ryan says, me too. Yeah, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. And Mr. Wrestling, you just said, oh, man, so maybe you did you not have a good night? You didn't hit what you wanted? Oh, I'm sorry. Those nights like that are not fun, that's for sure. But that's it for me tonight. It was a fast one, but thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate you very much. I hope I will see you again tomorrow night for Gypsy Queen Baseball. But if not, then stop by and see me again sometime soon. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe and healthy and wear your mask, and we'll see you the next time. Bye now.